Good afternoon, everyone. It's 3 here in the UK on the 9th of March, and markets have opened up strongly, as you can see. Advances twice that of the declines in the US, but still all the measures of the trend on VectorVest are down. So if you're following our rules, you're still sitting on your hands. If I go to the market timing chart of the US market, that's what it's done over the last year. This is the VectorVest composite of all of the shares we follow in the North American markets, and that's from the sell-off last March. Look at over a 3-month chart, we can see the sell-off that we've had over the last few days, and if I put up the longest term measure of the trend in VectorVest, that's down. It's called a confirmed call. The medium term measure of the trend, the DEW, is also down, and the shortest term measure of the trend, the primary wave, has been down since the 18th of February, and that still hasn't turned. So the market, that hammer that was traded on Friday, very positive indeed, but we still haven't got a confirmation that the trend has turned. So I haven't bought into any new positions, but I am tempted. As you know, I trade the SP500, and the SP500 at a very, very interesting place where it needs to make a decision for us. And these lows that came in last Thursday and Friday, in fact, were a very important Fibonacci level of the last range, 78%. And this market is now sitting at 3880, and 3880 is also a 78% retracement of the last range. Those of you that like trend lines will see that there's a trend line sitting there as well, with 3 touches on it now. I think, folks, that if we can get above this, this is a really important level. So yesterday, the high of the day was at that 3880 level, and the high of the day, in fact, it was up there for 4 hours before it actually came back into the close. So a break of that level, that would be very, very positive for markets. So as it stands, just watch that 388 level, and many technicians around the world have been trying to argue whether this was an impulse wave down or whether this is another corrective wave and we're about to make a new high. Certainly a close today above that 3880 level would be very positive for markets indeed. But that said, VectorVest still hasn't given us a buy signal. VectorVest does not advocate buying stocks at this time, so my advice is to focus on the process, and the process saying to sit in your hands at the moment. Another market that's starting to look quite good is my old friend gold, and gold's had a nice up move. I've drawn it in before, but there's a very important Fibonacci level down there, 62%, and we've had this textbook flag pattern, which hopefully for my single gold share that I've got left is going to turn up. That's certainly a very positive day today for the gold market. It's done this before, just there, it went up for a couple of days and then fell out of bed again. I think that we should get whether it's a break up out of this flag pattern or whether it's just a test of this top side, I think we should get a couple of $100 move here at least in the gold market. So that's looking quite promising. In the UK, well, one share that we've held for a long time, in fact, gave us a bit of a heart attack yesterday, and that's Games Workshop. So and it's come back. There we are, clipped its stop loss yesterday, and I'm still holding the share. We've been watching it very carefully this morning. There's earnings per share. It's been a great stock for us here at VectorVest. I bought into it, I'll show you when, just there at about 47, 48 pounds. It went as high as 120. It's now pulled back, but it would seem to me, let's get all the moving averages off the chart so we can see the price. It pulled back and to this high once. I'll draw my line in again. it pulled back there once, and it's now been there twice, and as you can see, yesterday it went down and by a tick or two ran these lows. I'm still in the share. It's bounced but 4 or 5% today. When a share hits the VectorVest stop loss, I don't keep my stops in the system. I watch it, and I told everybody yesterday afternoon at our Q&A session that below 90 was a line in the sand for me, but today it's up 4 or 5%, so I'm hoping that we're going to see money come into this share at this very, very important low. If you're not in, don't do anything, because the front page of VectorVest says, if we go to the home page in the UK, does not advocate buying stocks at this time. Although we've still got a confirmed up in place, but I like the look of that. If the general market should turn, we should become more positive, and a Games Workshop move back onto a buy recommendation, that could be a very good level to get into the stock. So I hope you found that useful, folks. Let's just go back to the S&P, and the S&P now has done its bid, and it's 3885. As I say, a close above 3880 would in fact be exceptionally positive for this market, and if that occurs, I think we'll go on to make new highs. So 3886 as I close off. Too early for me to actually buy into any new positions, but it's getting close. It's getting close. Thanks very much. Bye bye.